Hey, what's up guys? Gonz here for the Face Like the Sun channel. In this video, I wanted to talk about a project called Pi. Project Pi, it's described as a decentralized platform for intelligent avatars made from our online personalities. And it says here, we have entered a new era of AI, artificial intelligence, where we can create intelligent avatars made from the digital profiles of our behaviors online. We call them personal artificial intelligence, or Pi. Project Pi is founded on the belief that every person in the world should have their own digital avatar, one that speaks, thinks, and behaves just like their self. And let me just say up front, I don't think Pi is an evil company or anything like that. I just think the technology that they're developing happens to be extremely prophetic in that there is a prophecy in Revelation 13 that talks about an image of the beast who had a mortal head wound yet lived, which is a kingdom but also a man. So there's this counterfeit resurrection. And I think it's really interesting because of some of the things going on now. So again, I'm not saying Pi is an evil company. I'm saying this type of technology pretty much can be used for the image of the beast if you read Revelation 13, verse 15. And it was allowed to give breath to the image of the beast so that the image of the beast might even speak and might cause those who would not worship the image of the beast to be slain. So a lot of authority and this idea of an image to the beast, right? When you start looking at Project Pi, you can see how once there is this counterfeit resurrection of the man of sin, it seems, and people are deceived into building an image to him. Think about this. Let's just consider this possibility, okay? This is just conjecture and theory, not even really a theory, just sort of an example, not my actual beliefs, okay? Let me just make that very clear up front. Now, JFK was shot, and of course he had a mortal head wound, right? Now imagine if they wanted to resurrect, you know, John F. Kennedy, the spirit of John F. Kennedy, so they'd get as much information as possible on John F. Kennedy. They put it up on the blockchain. Project Pi creates an avatar of John F. Kennedy. And now this image of John F. Kennedy that you can talk to and you can interact with through this virtual space on the blockchain we're creating, it starts going crazy. It starts asking questions why his real self was killed and all this stuff, right? And then maybe he becomes vengeful and then he becomes the man of sin. I mean, that's just total conjecture. I mean, again, this is just an example, but what I'm trying to get at here is that this whole idea of creating an image is very much tangible in a project like Pi. It says here, quote, "Our entire lives exist in the digital world, our finances, social activity, and even behavioral traits. Whenever we go online, we leave behind a trail of data that corporations use to build our digital profiles and plug into AI algorithms that improve their services for us. The more we engage in their experiences, the better they can personalize our needs and retain us as loyal users." Now, this is true. Twitter, Facebook, all these social media platforms are always trying to figure out the human psychology of keeping people addicted to those platforms. I continue on. Although this may seem advantageous, we need to realize that our digital profiles are now complex enough to build an accurate model of our real-world behavior. They are our real-world selves in disguise that are wholly owned by corporations. Currently, our profiles exist in legacy data formats that have changed very little beyond traditional identities, example, passport IDs and bank account numbers. But enriched with AI through data such as our social interactions, we have the potential to introduce cognitive capability into our digital profiles. So again, imagine a world, okay, where everybody has their AI avatar. And so you could be asleep on the couch. You can be hanging out, you know, with your friends or family or whatever, and your AI bot is going to be answering questions, processing orders, working on inventory, whatever you have programmed the AI to do, it's going to be doing it. And that's where a mark of the beast economy becomes totally possible because everybody is in this digital economy. And eventually, if somebody creates a mechanism where there is a gateway, a specific gateway that is only accessible through the means of taking a mark on, in. I know a lot of people focus on the in. I get it. I think it's in as well as on. I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's changing your DNA and it's making you inhuman, which I think ultimately this whole process is, or worshiping the image, some kind of behavior of bowing or I don't know, kneeling, who knows, to the image, which is again this AI avatar of the beast. Basically, that's what it is. You know, when you read Revelation 13, make an image to the beast. Who's the beast? Well, it's the kingdom, yeah, but the one that had the mortal head wound yet lived. Is it just Rome? Maybe, but it's possible that it's also an individual that they will resurrect. And so that John F. Kennedy example, you know, it's kind of a, you know, just it's a random example, but you know what I mean? I think a lot of people are going to start creating AI avatars of deceased people. And so I mean, again, this is very speculative in that, you know, we're sort of projecting into the future how this sort of plays out or how it can play out. It is a platform that inherits the best qualities of online experience and efficient AI technologies, but begins with us, the individual contributor, as the center of the design. Each of us has an enormous volume of digital assets that can be refined with artificial intelligence to support a new type of digital economic system, an artificial intelligent economy. An artificial intelligent economy. An economy run by AI. That's what cryptocurrencies and the mark of the beast and all that is leading to. Man, peace, then sudden destruction. I think we're going to see a time of prosperity, a time of building, a time where the esotericists will say, we've done it. We have recreated Atlantis. Okay. And then sudden destruction, just like the days of Noah. People were giving in marriage, right? Doing whatever that means, right? With the sons of God and the Nephilim all running around, and they didn't know. Then the flood. And that's the same thing that's going to happen again when Jesus Christ returns. So I wanted to get you guys aware of this company and just show how the Bible's not crazy. I mean, think about what I did here. This is a project that is completely unrelated. These folks probably, you know, aren't really Christian or, you know, have too much working knowledge of the Bible. I mean, maybe they do, I don't know, in their personal lives, but as far as this project, they're moving forward with something that is totally from a secular perspective. But then here is this biblical document from 2,000 years ago that states the very thing that they're trying to build and how it could be used for this totalitarian beast system that will demand worship and demand a mark of some kind in order to participate in it. And you can see how it could lead to that, this type of technology. So that's it. I wanted to share that with you. I thought it was really profound and interesting that a company like this is out there, and they're, you know, you can tell that the whole cryptocurrency space and AI, that's sort of the direction everything is headed. You know, I'm in it to fight the battle. You know, I'm in it to inform you guys, but also to get intel on the enemy. And this is part of the process. If you're not going to fulfill Ephesians 5, you know, verses 10 through 12, 13, then it's okay. You know, you can just go off and do what you have been called to do. This is what I've been called to do, to look at these things and to show how the Bible is true and to ultimately point to the gospel. So that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for checking this video out. Please share it with friends and family. The time is short, but that means he is coming back soon. Have an awesome day, guys. God bless.